Before we head out, let's go back to Lambeau one more time where Kelly Price and Charlie Sakaitis are standing by. Guys, if not for the loss, I think everybody would be talking about that Cubs series and how that might be able to lift everybody's spirits. But all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers comes back and boom. Where does this rank for you guys for a live football game? Is this the best game you've ever seen or what?
I mean, Chris, it's way up there for games. I've covered 4 seasons now with the Packers, Kelly. I've seen some dramatic ups and downs. We saw the Hail Mary in Detroit. This is from the lowest peak to the highest high. I think it has the most breadth there because there was a moment where it looked like the whole season was over and it was only the second quarter. That is the kind of thing that to see them come back all the way from there, I think that's why it was so loud in this building. What do you take away from this game? What is it that you'll remember from it?
I will remember Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this is my second season, obviously, covering the Packers. The only crazy comeback or crazy Aaron Rodgers moment I saw last year was the Dallas Cowboys game. So for me, this was crazy to see him do this in real life, in real time. I haven't seen a performance like that by any quarterback I've ever covered in my life. So, I mean, he's Aaron Rodgers. As Kenny Clark said in the locker room, he's the GOAT. And they knew that when he came back that they were all going to win the game.
And that's the thing. There was a lot of thought. There were people up in the media room talking about, should we even put him back in? They're down 20. Aaron Rodgers came in, made every play you can imagine. And by the way, got some help. I mean, the receivers were out there making plays. Geronimo Allison looked good at times. Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, and late, the defense stepped up.
Absolutely. I mean, I just did my hit on that, and I talked to Kenny Clark and Blake Martinez, who talked about, it was important for us to make those plays, to stay poised in their own pocket, so to speak, so that when Rodgers did come back, did do his thing, that it wasn't going to be a liability on the defense's side.
I think that this is one of those games that makes you go, what are we going to get for the rest of the season? This is just game one.
We got everything.
We got 15 regular season games left to go. So I think that the thing that you got to look forward to now is great win. They got done what they needed to do. Now they have to get ready for Minnesota.
Yeah, which is crazy, actually, to think about another game at this point, because this game really did have everything. I mean, injury to Aaron Rodgers, defense not doing well the first half, then they did well in the second half. The offense stepping up in the second half, a 20-point comeback. This game had everything. It's kind of crazy to think about another game next week.
Oh, by the way, it also had Khalil Mack looking like a superhuman for about 2/3 of the contest.
You know who's probably the most depressed person right now is John Gruden.
I think he might be. I think he might be. But we're not depressed. Packer fans aren't depressed. That's going to do it for Kelly Price and myself from Lambeau Field, keeping you connected for NBC 26.